If you've been the strong one your whole life, you've probably paid a price for it that no one talks about. A price that's invisible to the people around you, but heavy enough that you can feel it in your bones. This is for you, if you've ever been the person everyone counts on. The one who doesn't fall apart. The one who keeps it together no matter what. You may think that's just who you are, but it's not the whole story. Today, we're going to explore the psychology of always being the strong one, why it happens, how it shapes your relationships and your sense of self, and the hidden costs it takes from your life. And most importantly, how to keep your strength without losing yourself. Before we talk about the costs, we have to understand the roots. No one wakes up one day and decides to be the strong one. It's something that develops over time, shaped by the environment you grow up in and the roles you've learned to play. Psychologists have long studied why certain people grow into this role. One explanation comes from Alfred Adler, who believed that much of our adult personality forms as a way of compensating for early experiences. If you grew up in a home where stability was scarce, you may have learned that the only way to feel safe was to be in control, to be reliable, capable, and unshakable. In family systems theory, there's even a term for this: the parentified child. This is the child who grows up too fast, stepping into responsibilities that should belong to the adults. Cooking dinner, mediating arguments, caring for younger siblings, or even providing emotional support to their parents. Over time, being strong stops feeling like a choice. It becomes your identity. It's not "I'm strong when I need to be." It's "I am strong no matter what." Once this identity is set, it comes with a whole set of invisible rules. Rules that no one has to write down because they've been etched into your mind over years of practice. When you're the strong one, you live by rules like: don't show weakness. Don't burden others with your problems. Handle it yourself. Keep going, even if you're exhausted. The psychologist Brené Brown has talked extensively about how we armor up to protect ourselves from vulnerability. When you're used to being strong, your armor can look like relentless independence. It feels safer to rely on yourself than to risk disappointment from others. But here's the catch: that same armor that protects you also isolates you. Now that we've named the rules, it's time to talk about what they cost you. Because while strength is often admired, the constant demand to be strong takes more from you than you realize. The first cost? Emotional loneliness. You can be surrounded by people who love you and still feel unseen, because they love the version of you who's always okay, not the version who cries in the shower or lies awake at night, wondering who you can turn to. The second cost? Burnout. Your nervous system was never meant to carry the weight of everyone else's needs without rest. Chronic caregiving, whether physical or emotional, can lead to a constant state of high alert. The American Psychological Association has linked this to increased anxiety, depression, and even physical health problems like heart disease. The third cost? Loss of self. When your identity is built around being strong for others, your own desires, dreams, and even your true personality can fade into the background. It's not that you don't have needs, it's that you've trained yourself to ignore them. It might seem like the obvious solution is to simply stop being the strong one all the time. But for most people in this role, that feels almost impossible. Why? Because strength hasn't just been a survival skill. It's been a source of pride, respect, and connection. People admire you. They trust you. They rely on you. Psychologist Carl Rogers once said, "The curious paradox is that when I accept myself just as I am, then I can change." This is where acceptance comes in. You can't let go of overstrengthening by rejecting the strong parts of yourself. Instead, you have to see that your strength is real and valuable. But it's not the only part of you that deserves space. And then there's the fear. If you stop being the strong one, who will you be? Will people still need you? Will they still love you? These are real, vulnerable questions, and they're often the ones we avoid the most. So if the goal isn't to abandon your strength, what's the alternative? Psychologists call it differentiation, a concept from Murray Bowen's family systems theory. It's the ability to be fully yourself while staying connected to others. For the strong one, this means learning how to express your needs and vulnerabilities without feeling like you're failing your role. Here's what that can look like in practice. Instead of "I've got it," try "I can help, but I'm at my limit today." Instead of silently taking on more, try "I'd like to, but I need to take care of myself first." Instead of always saying yes, experiment with no, not as rejection, but as self-preservation. These small shifts retrain both you and the people around you to see your humanity, not just your capability. Once you start creating space for balance, something interesting happens. Other parts of you begin to resurface. The playful part, the creative part, the part that's okay with not having all the answers. Psychologist Donald Winnicott spoke about the true self, the spontaneous, authentic self we're born with before we learn who we should be. Reconnecting with that part might feel strange at first. It might even feel unsafe. But every time you let it speak, you remind yourself that you're more than the role you've played. You can start small. Ask for help with something minor, like carrying groceries. Share one thing you're struggling with to a safe, trusted friend. Give yourself permission to rest without earning it first. The biggest truth I want you to hear is this: strength and softness are not opposites. You don't have to give one up to have the other. Real strength isn't just holding everything together. It's also the courage to say, "I need a hand." It's knowing you're worthy of care, not just capable of giving it. It's letting the people who love you meet all of you, not just the polished, capable parts. When you allow yourself to be both strong and soft, you give others permission to do the same. And that's how you create relationships that don't just depend on you, but support you. If you've always been the strong one, I want you to hear this. You are allowed to put the weight down. You are allowed to be tired. You are allowed to be loved for you, not just for what you can do. If this resonated with you, subscribe to Psyche and Mind Doorway, because here we explore the hidden patterns of the mind and how to break free from them. Every week, you'll leave with a deeper understanding of yourself and the tools to actually live differently. In the comments, type "I choose balance" to remind yourself and declare to others that your worth isn't measured by how much you carry. You've carried enough. It's time to let yourself be held too. And remember, you don't have to carry this next chapter alone.